Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to Old Guy Plays 1969 for some more City Skylines 1. This is episode 16 as we pop on in to Senior Citizen City to where we last left off, having a look at the map. And in the last episode, I believe I discussed some things I was thinking about doing. I know we had a little issue with the garbage over here. Then now having another look at this thing, just want to check, make sure our recording software is working right. Okay, maybe it ain't going to be switched to it. That's fine. No, there it is. No, we're good. All right. Anyway, back to the game. Okay. So anyway, we discussed putting in a major highway piece over here, curving it around through the middle of the city and bringing it back down over here. Okay, and that I think is going to be the plan going forward when I can buy these other two tiles up here. Right, can't buy anymore. But I think, given that, you know, we want to do something with this industry I zoned over here, I think this is where I'm going to cut back this highway and put in a new interchange in here. And I think I may even go with that full weird cloverleaf interchange, because I'm thinking also we want to build a highway over here a little bit to access this from the highway. So basically we're going to extend this piece of road probably up further. So without further ado, can we first of all fit the interchange I want even in here? May not be able to. Well, I suppose with the highway gone, yeah, that's just it, isn't it? With the highway gone, will this fit in here? We need to go with maybe another one of these this way. You know, I think I'm going to go with this and just make it a temporary thing. So let's go ahead and get rid of the highway in here first. It's got to go. I don't want to cut it back too far, because where I don't own this next tile here, if I cut it back too far, I won't be able to grab it to extend it along. Okay. There we go. Got it all cut back. Now, whoop, wrong tool. I'm thinking put that in there. Let's get some highway pieces happening. Let's get our picket tool. Okay. This is the worst ever because it's kind of not nicely curved. I don't know any other way we can do something with this. Maybe use the move it mod here. Grab this node and just see what happens if we pull it. I think that helps a little. Takes out some of the wonkiness of it, but it's not perfect. Okay, and then I think over here we need to have our avenue. Note this way to connect with this one. So let's see, what kind of angle is this on? And go. Let's see here. Yeah, I think that would be fine. The avenue extends there. Get our curved road tool. Bend it around a bit. Back straight. Double check me, make sure I got all my snapping lines on. Okay, I think that moved on my last put down thing. Highway ramp. And again, this is not the prettiest thing here, but okay, now I have to cut this back too. So I can't have that intersection connecting too close to the actual highway piece there. So let's go with the curve road tool again. Did it come to that node and then straight out to there. All right, let's have a look again at our oil area. Okay, roughly where everything's got to be. Now, extend our avenue out to there. I guess I can build this one all the way out this way too. I think what I may do, may change this into a roundabout. Oh man, I don't like the way that road's looking there. The way it bends, just unnatural. Go free flowing road tool. Yeah, that's probably a little bit more natural. The curves looks a little better, but I'm also thinking maybe I'd turn this into a roundabout here. It wouldn't hurt to have one. Do we want it to be full highway pieces though? No, I think we gotta cut it down to the right. Nice. Where's our double lane road? It's a 3-lane road. 4-lane. Quite sure. Cool. Let's try this again. Looking okay, I think. here and back. So it definitely gives us a roundabout. It's maybe not the prettiest thing. Let's see here. Yeah, I think this will work. This kind of gives us dedicated lane going around. I think we want to use our road tool though with our dedicated lanes and say, okay, go straight there. If you want to go straight, you got to go all the way around. I think this one will be fine here because there is 2 lanes to turn. Don't think we want it to go straight. And over here, same idea. Yeah. I think basically if you want to go straight, you got to get into the outer half of the circle. If you want to turn in, you got to get to the righter portion of the circle. Okay, I'm not sure how well that's going to work, but leave it at that. Again, it's probably all still going to boil down to more rearranging in further episodes along, would be my guess. But I guess in real life, if you were to think about things, it's kind of how cities do work. They will go ahead and they will throw down some infrastructure, and then after, 20, 30 years, once the population grows, that road will no longer suffice or work well for what the original planners had intended. So they have to replan out something new. So, as a result here, okay, so what I did in here was I just put in the policies, but I didn't zone this for industry, which is kind of what I got to do now. So paint an industry area. So now those are kind of overlapping, so it makes them kind of hard to see, but Dean Industrial Park. Yes, in order to get rid of that, we could just put a dot there. I'm thinking you won't see that. There we go. It's probably better because in that way we can still have the regular zone to tell me where stuff was. Plus we want to have unique policies in this area as well. So that should work as well. Now we want to design some industry in this area. Trying to think now what would be the best way to do this, because this is an arterial road. I'm wondering what we should, no, I think what I should do is curve this one around this way. Curve it around this way. Just have it go through, because as you buy more tiles and have more stuff, you're going to want to have an avenue up there. So I think that would be fine. Free tool. Just kind of curve this the way the land goes, I'm guessing. Be the best way to do it. There we go. Yeah. Get the roadway down, as they say. We're going to want industrial roads in here, so let's find our industrial roads. So small 4-lane industry road as our main thoroughfare. 4 lanes is good. Probably would want to start that here somewhere. Pull that down to here. Okay, and we can start building our industry off of that offshoot. We are going to need some utilities up in this area. things like water and power need to connect up there. Yeah. Make this one run along the roadway. I'm thinking we could get away with putting in a water tower in here. Probably put some nice decorations in there to go along with that, I think. So with up our water capacity. Okay, bring our water pipe down on this one. I think we're probably going to need some sewage treatment. So I think I'll build a corner in here, maybe right in this corner here, to be the sewage processing. Put that in there with some of the newer assets for sewage processing, water treatment, since that's starting to get low. It's probably the best thing to do there. Now, the other major issue that we're going to have over here is power. So definitely could connect it up to the grid going this way, or I could put it in its own separate source. Just don't think its own separate source will suffice as far as wind goes. I think what I should do is put in a solar power plant up here. All right, so we need to continue on with making some more roads. Let's get the small industrial road from here. Grab a node and start making a grid. I think that would work till here, and use the curve tool here to here. I really want to have another junction off of that. Jeez, man, I don't know. Oh, that doesn't look good there. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. I'm gonna build this out this way, so maybe I can put some small utilities in here. Okay, so for power. So because of the ground, it's not, I'm not gonna be able to put that in here. Just put it in there. That works for me. It may not be the prettiest thing, but it works, and it also connects our water tower over there. And the nice thing about this building is I'm pretty sure as well it does not produce any pollution, so I don't have to worry about it contaminating the water over there. So that's good. Okay, so let's go to our specialized industry. Go to oil industry main building. I probably go over here, I think. Good spot for it. Yep, pop that down. That allows us to put the sludge oil peristrolysis or styrolysis plant. I don't know how you pronounce that. Small crude oil tank farm and a small oil pump. So, let's get our oil pumps. Yeah. Oil pumping stations. Yeah, put 5 of those in. That's probably more than enough. Sludge plant. that in there. Put 2 of those in. I don't think I'm going to need any more than that. This one on fill. This one on fill. I'll come back to it afterwards. Okay, so power. We need to connect these 2 zones with some power poles. For now, it doesn't need to look pretty at all. We just got to get it up and run and get it functional. Let's take our game off pause here now, and let's see if some people will start to use this. I think they will. Alrighty, this truck's pulling right in. Oh, those silly little buggers. You know, look at them doing that. We can't have them doing that. It's not meant to be doing that. Okay, so here, no left turn. It's a right turn only. So basically, if you do come in here, you're going to go around the roundabout. It's because I had to curve that road. Okay, we got no water coming in here, so let's get some water pipes down in here. That'll work for functionality. Ah, crap. One little spot there with no water. Well, gotta do what you gotta do. Again, this doesn't look good, and the nice thing about it is you don't see it underground. So what's this? Not enough raw materials. So we need to pump oil to get petroleum. What do these little guys do? These guys just pump oil. Look at them running, just pumping the oil up. I wonder if we could probably get away with maybe zoning in just we'll just sprinkle in some regular industry with it. And we're gonna have to have like a small commercial zone over here too, and the reason for that being, you see people are working over here, they're gonna need a store too, or maybe a gas station to spawn in there. Smaller units along there. And we'll put in some offices for the corporate bigwigs that are running this place. Yep. Let that build out. Okay, our academic year. Oh, wow. We are down in students. You know, I went ahead and pumped 50,000 into that, and brand new ultimate video game combines everything and provides exciting single campaign with the top grossing hit. We got toga parties going on, but our students are down by 88. I wonder if that's because I demolished. No, I mean, all I really demolished in there was just residential areas. You know, and that's something else too. Eventually, I'm going to have to design a residential area over here because we're going to need workers that are going to need to feed into this thing. Oh, is there any other buildings? Okay, we just have the fence and then the pumps. The 3 more old pumps over there. Not enough raw materials. Well, there's got to be raw materials there because according to the map, we're building it on the dark zone. There's got to be plenty there. Okay. So we got that in. That's looked good. Just want to have a look here to see what this area looks like. Maybe we can catch a car coming in or a truck. Just, ooh, guy cut us off. Hey, yell at him. All right, yeah, so we come in to see our water tower. Oh, wow, yeah, I see our big power plant there as we come in. Oh, yeah, that looks cool. I think the only thing what I would like to do with that, I think, is, you know, put a fence around that thing. Get our whole fence. We wouldn't want our population down here. It's on free. We want people walking into this area. It's zoned off. It's not meant for people to be walking in around. Hey, looking good. How's our power looking now? Oh, wow. It's having that other power area over here. We're generating it no problem whatsoever. Oh, yes, that's something I didn't do last time is I didn't put the city into the night cycle. Let's just have a little tour around city. Let's hit the camera. And, oh, okay, I guess it's just the freeform camera. We can kind of run it around and move it where we like. City Hall. This is the random one, I think. Yeah. Interesting. One of our roads got a little bit of traffic. That's a highway road. It's near a cemetery. I need to have another look at that. Which means going to the traffic view and having a look. That to me looked like it was getting quite busy in there. Not busy but flowing. Maybe it's in here. No, traffic's flowing pretty good. I think where this is a new area though, we want to definitely toggle off the traffic lights. Those ones are automatically off. Shut those ones off. Yeah, it looks to me like a Mickey D's moved right in there, right? See, those guys got to be the first ones always. Here, let's make that a historical building. First eatery out here, right? People have to be able to grab a snack up there. And did this spawn into a gas station like I was hoping? The ice box. Not really, it's just a place where you can buy ice. Well, that's different. I always wondered, what if we do that? Two block high density. What does that build? I'm curious because there is aspects of this game that I've never explored. One of them is like, even though I know who some of the big names are that do the YouTubing with this particular game, I don't think I've ever watched any one of those people finish a series, to be honest, you know? All right, so let's get this thing up into the daytime. So the night cycle takes quite a while. Put it around 1 o'clock in the afternoon and turn the cycling off. Okay, get a good look at what's going on here now. We got a 1-star in our oil industry up here. Okay, we getting a little bit of demand for housing, just very little though. So I think if I'm going to plop anything down, I think I'm going to go low density over here, continue with that. Some housing in on this side. Probably get away with a little bit more office buildings along here as well. You know, if we have any, yeah, I got commercial over on this side. Which is fine. I mean, another thing that I wanted to do as well, and which I may do this episode as well, because I do want to have a highway system that comes all the way up and around. So, that being said, I wonder if we can get away with maybe giving the game a little pause here and actually start to try to get some of that infrastructure built over here to plan for the future. Because on this side, we can just continue up the arterial road, and then I think, let's see here. Yeah, we're going to want to have a highway that comes around here, on the outskirts. Because, I mean, this is all going to be built up down here as tourism and everything else. Then once we get this tile, the highway can come right around the industry and back onto this highway. Then these other arterial roads that I have can connect to the highway. Yeah, I think our road hierarchy system will be okay this way. I think we'll be fine. But I do think I should really build the off-ramp in here. Get prepared for later. Let's see here. I think I need to cut it back just a little wee bit more, and then I should be able to fit that in there without too much difficulty. So let's take it from this side. There you go. Let's line it up pretty good. Pop that down. Get some highway roads in here. Oop. Connect you there, you there, and you there. There we go. We got our next junction in for that. I think I'm also eventually going to want to destroy this and make a full clover leaf in here somewhere, because I'm going to need to connect this area as well to our highway system. I mean, we have a small like highway system here, and I will extend it because I'll bring that small highway down this way to help connect into the even faster moving highways, just to keep things moving along good in the city. All right, so let's unpause. Should keep the flow of traffic moving there, but that's just, like I said, that's just a little piece to put in for the future so that we have it. So in the meantime, woo! What I did there, but I did something. The map. Okay. And in here, let's build some more roads. Because I did say, I think in here, I wanted to have a, all our guides back on. I wanted to have maybe our sewage farm in here. So this down. And I know grids are kind of boring and kind of, I guess some people would say lazy, but they serve their purpose well, I guess. Goes that way. No, won't do anything with that right at the moment. Okay, waste management stuff. Okay, what do we got? We got this. This is an advanced inland water treatment plant, but it gives off pollution. That gives off pollution. Tank reservoir. I can't speak. Tank reservoir. That would help with water. Okay, zero pollution on these treatment plants. So I think what I want to do is use our zone tool. So this comes in handy so that you don't forget stuff. Let's go back to the regular industry here. Let's erase this off. It's what? Erase industry? Yeah. I'm gonna erase this off. Tap in here. Build new one. Here. It's just so I can remember what we're going to do in this area here. So this will be, I saw that, probably didn't spell it right, sewage. Sewage. And we just want to put that there so we can remind ourselves that that's what eventually we are going to build over there. So where we do have upgrades now for those pumps, and those pumps were up here, weren't they? Yeah. So we want to do something to get rid of these guys. So pause. People are going to get upset when I rip these up. Okay. Just cut all the lines back for now. Now, I can't remember, but I think these need to be, do they need to be put along a road? Or do they got to have a key? You know, it probably wouldn't hurt for us to actually put in a key for these things to sit on. Yeah, let's take our snapping tool off here again. It's causing problems for us. Really don't want to get rid of that other rock. Oh well, I guess it's going. Okay, goes back on so I don't forget. Put off the water tool, and then in here I'll use our landscaping tool. Let's lower the terrain here. Fix that, and then let's put in our new sewage treatment plants. One there. One there. Getting rid of all those pretty rocks that I had over here. Now, I don't know if 2 is going to cut this or not. Well, okay, so power is not an issue. And what else we doing here? We need to fix the piping. Now, I still think what I'm going to end up having to do here, shut that off. I'm going to have to delete these rocks. As pretty as they look, I need to continue our key in here. The landscaping tool will lower the terrain here. definitely do think we are going to need more than just 2 of these things. I think I'm going to need 4. Extend that. Don't need that. Oh, we need our water pipes. Okay, let's take the soft pause and let's see how that will do once it all connects in. I'll wait for these other ones to come online. There we go. That helped. And then that will also help with the poo. There won't be any more poo being drained into this, and with the little buoy I think I installed down here will help clean up some of these waterways down here, collecting the crap and whatnot. It's starting to make a difference there already. Let's try to reallocate this. Yeah, see, it's made a nice clear zone there. Let's move that up. Put it up there. So we are slowly making some good progress. We are turning our city a little bit more green by making it so that we are not pumping sewage everywhere. We are planning in to put other zones and trying to build out our new industry area up here. Yeah, I could start to redesign the industry zone up here. Start to scale this other one down here back, because I'd like to reclaim this land, you know, and for housing or something nicer than what, you know, we have there. Wow, yeah. That's the highway I was looking at. It's a little stretch of highway that goes from this end of town to the other end of town. It is completely, as Biffa would say, porky porked up. Is that the way he says it? I don't know. Anyway, man, check out his channel. Awesome dude for content when it comes to city builders. Let's see here. Dean Oil Group has reached level 2. Okay, nice. So we can put in some more buildings into that industry. Over here. All right, so let's see what we've unlocked. We have now, let's go back to the beginning. Okay, the oil industry workers barracks. Okay, so this is a new building, and we definitely need to house people out here, and I like to keep them close to the entrance, so let's put 4 of those buildings in. It's a small oil pump. It's a small drilling rig. Okay, drilling. The drilling rig over here, I think. You know, right in there where there's other pumps. 2 of those back to back. Petrochemical plant. How big is that building? That's not super huge. Put that building in there. Crude oil storage cavern. Yeah. Put a couple of those in. Okay, all right, so let's have a look at some of the new buildings here. So this one here is on balance, so this needs oil to make it work. And these ones, I had them on fill. Oh yeah, they're not nowhere near full in any way, shape, or form. These ones here, yeah, already they're starting to pump oil. How are these little guys doing? Yeah, I got way more pumps than what I need, I think so. That's good, I guess, in a way. Okay, so I think what I'll do is I'll throw in some more generic industry in here. Flip. Yeah, I do got a police car up here patrolling, so that's something I didn't think of, and that's the infrastructure as far as police, fire, and medical up this way. Yeah, so those essential things have to be put in. So let's pick our small fire department, and that can go in right here just fine. Wow, I think I'm going to need 2 of them in this area. The other one over here. And we're going to need some police coverage, so a police station. We can probably go down here next to the fire station. That'll be pretty good, I think. Something I've never built in a city either is like a big ass prison. I wonder if there'd be a place we could put that, like maybe out on the island and make our own little version of Alcatraz. I might do that. That might be fun to put something like that in. Okay, we need to get our power down here to our friends down here. Yep. I like the fact that now with the city, it's just a matter of, you know, tearing things out and redesigning things and beautifying and then putting in just the absolute essential services that you need in an area. I don't go too crazy with it. All right, another thing I wanted to look at here too was our transit system, because we haven't developed any more transit since we put the initial transit in. So we do have a line over here that kind of goes around this section, but I think this whole route to some degree needs to be redesigned, because we do need this bus to go, I think, yeah, a few other places. I'm not getting tons and tons of passengers, but it's really this line here is the one I wanted to look at. So we got we only got 2 buses on this line. I think we need to up that. Let's put 5 on there. Increase the amount of buses. And I think also with that particular line, we need to extend these out. And I think move this stop here. And I had it. Said add a stop for a second. There we go. Drag to add a stop this way. And stop over there. Yeah, just to get that up and around that area a little bit more. And this is a subway area here, so I need to add a stop in there. Yeah, that helps spread that line out there, but it doesn't really help this section very much. I put that down to give us some coverage in here, but I'm wondering now if I should just delete this part of the line out. Move the stop up there. think what I need to do is just design a new bus route in here, circling around this. That's our depot. It's over here. I think, you know, with the type of buses we have, I don't think we really need a depot per se, or have the buses go to the depot, I should say. All right. Let's create a new line here. And I just service this area. Sorry, I'm getting all quiet there on you folks, but anyway, I can concentrate on what I'm doing. Get a line. I think I can get a line going this way, can't I? Get down here. Come around to this side of the street. Have a stop. Across the street here. Keep the line. Okay, there we go. I think we were successful. Now I just got to change the color of that. So this one here, it's in Oak Square. So Oak Square 33. And then Oak Central.